Compass, they had an S1 filing that reveals 3.7 billion in revenue. All right, so top line, the company made 3.7 billion. That's amazing, isn't it?
That's crazy.
I
mean, that's like tech company numbers.
Yeah. So what do you think their gain was off of 3.3 what? What was it? 3.7 billion. The company also posted a net loss of 270 million. Wait a minute. Wait.
Okay, wait. That just hit me. Revenue was 3 point. So wait,
line.
they're in the red for more than 3.7 billion. Is that what that's saying?
270 million. So they made 3.7 billion.
That's awesome.
And they spent 3.97 billion.
So wait.
I don't know. I come from a long line of trying to make money, and it's hard for me as a real estate as an owner of a real estate brokerage to compete with a business that doesn't have to make money. Both Zillow, that's like, oh yeah, we're just buying houses. We don't really care if it makes revenue.
It doesn't matter.
And Compass posting these huge losses. I know there's fancy stuff they can do. I get it, but I've asked several people, like, really, I mean, explain to me how this is a super profitable company. I feel like my company should be valued at like 8 million because we made like $100.
Right. So, and I've always, since pretty much day one in this business for me, when I'm talking to buyers, I always kind of likened the, what can I get approved for? And I said, well, you're going to have to speak with the lender. So, but then I give the analogy of if you make $1 million a month, that's awesome. But if you spend 2 million, then there's not going to be much we can do. So this is essentially that, dude. You made 3.7 billion, but you spent 4 billion.
Right. That's exactly it.
So I don't know what to tell you. And now they're about to go public, right? So
yeah, maybe they're just clearing losses off their books because they can carry losses forward. There's all kinds of fancy calculations they could do, right?
Yeah, that's where I don't know, man.
Well, you might recall last year when the Rona hit, they laid off 15% of their staff.
And then it went up and then they started hiring back.
Oh, no, that was Redfin that started hiring back. I don't know that we reported on.
Oh, yeah, it was Redfin because Redfin let go a lot more.
Yeah, they lost.
Brought him back. Yeah.
And brought him back. I don't think we reported on Compass bringing many back, but one of the things we said was that seems convenient because you have a company that's kind of losing money. Hey, here's the COVID thing. Let's drop 15% of our staff. It looks good on paper. Because things that companies do when they're trying to look good to investors is that they lay people off because it makes the numbers and labor go, or the productivity go up per person.
Oh yeah, well I remember when I was in the video game industry, and it was always this thing, like, because a new VP or something would come in and just go, all right, cool, I'm not laying off anybody, we're gonna make profits, we're gonna streamline. And then they'd really go, well, crap, we can't streamline without laying people off. So then they'd always lay people off, and that's how it's a very volatile, very unsure business to be in. Part of the reason I got out of it, but it was always just like that. No, we're not going to do any layoffs. Okay, well, we have to lay off 20% of our workforce, but what we meant is we're not going to lay off that many, just less than that. So it's kind of like that. But dude, my mind is blown today. All
right, so here's a quote from Robert Refkin. He's the CEO there. He says, our ambition is to provide agents with everything they need to serve their client, grow their business, and realize their entrepreneurial potential all in one place, simple, seamless, and integrated. We're replacing today's complex paper-driven home buying and sales process with all digital.
Doesn't mean anything.
that empowers real estate agents to deliver an exceptional service to every buyer and seller. All right, so that, like, I think he copied and pasted that from my website.
He just copied and pasted it from
everyone. Everyone had that on their website.
Yeah, he had a comment on CNBC, copy and paste. Then he had a comment over, with who's the guy that pushes the buttons and goes sell, sell, sell. He had to copy and paste it. Right.
So here's a great comparison.
So CEO-y of him.
For comparison, this is what Inman did. For comparison, Realogy, the nation's largest real estate holding company and market share leader, posted a 6.7 billion in revenue, so double the revenue almost in 2020. Redfin did 886 million, but they don't tell me what Coldwell Banker actually made.
I want to know the net losses or the
I
net.
want to know if they had a net loss or if they made money. All right, Compass posted a net loss of $388 million in 2019, which slowed to $270 million in 2020.
Slowed to do.
It's just I mean, I know. Okay, so back up Mario Flores. He said they're a tech company that buys brokerages to expand. They tried to build a CRM and failed. They bought a CRM company after that. Yeah, and that's a fine model to buy top producers and buy brokerages, and maybe that's why the losses look like that on paper. Maybe they're carrying losses forward. I mean, I got a college degree, and that's one of the things that drives me crazy about the numbers. They're going to be
But I mean, by
98
that standard, Pixel Properties is worth $2 or $3 billion.
At least 2 or 3 billion. We only have 3 little offices. All right, let's see. Andy or Lance, you don't want to comment? Just flash your mic. We do have some people that want to comment. Let's see. I would love to get like a compasser. Yeah, I'm going to go to Andy. He's flashing his mic here. What are your thoughts on either Compass or on the market? What's going on with the interest rates?
Lenders that I follow, they're talking about the bond markets, which usually are an indication of the rates. But mostly what I'm seeing is people still getting stuff below 3 fairly easily. But the lenders are still screaming, do this now before they start ticking up week after week. And I'm expecting that for us come spring break time, mid-April, that there's going to be a flood of houses on the market, a flood of buyers, and the interest rates are going to start ticking up again. So not anything super significant over a few weeks or by the end of the year. It'll definitely be different. I did have a comment about Bridge. We use Bridge here. I'm local in Atlanta. We have 2 MLS systems that we are members of, and they mostly cover, most of it's the same areas, but they do cover a little bit outside of each other. So we use Bridge to input listings into both of those MLSs simultaneously. So I just got to go to one place in the Bridge, put in all the information, hit the button, and it sends it out to both of those. So all they're really getting is the listing information. You don't have to put any of the client's information, nothing that isn't already public out there.
Does that information stream straight from Bridge to the Zillow platform as well, or does it have to go through the MLS and then gets resyndicated?
It goes through the MLS to get resyndicated.
Okay.
Now, if Zillow or does something else, they may sideswipe some of that stuff. I don't know, but as of right now, from what I see, that's the way it works. You put it in Bridge, and each individual brokerage pays for that service. It's like I know when I owned a brokerage last year, there was just a handful of us agents, and it was $10 a month. So it was nothing. It was just a system to get the listing information into both of the MLSs at the same time without having to do dual entry.
That's interesting. So it seems like, one of the missions of Zillow, the thing that they claim, and that so far, I think they're probably on that track, is that they say they want to buy the things in the real estate industry and make them better. So if they bought this Bridge thing, it sounds like they're improving it to make it easier for other agents to use. Would you say that's right, Andy?
Yeah, I'd say that's correct.
See,
it's one of those things that makes it so much easier to deal with.
Nothing to fear.
But fear itself.
Thanks for joining.
I'm more worried about showing time.
He's more worried about showing time. Thanks for joining the show, Andy. I appreciate your comments, man. So that's interesting. So that's a little more insight from someone that actually uses Bridge. And a producer extraordinaire will have to take that comment and then insert it at the end of the comments, because we have something called Be More Chops. If you go to our YouTube channel, we take each one of these news stories every week and we chop it into one segment, so that if you subscribe to our YouTube, just every day you'll get like, here's one news story, here's another news story, here's another news story, all brought from the show, or you can watch the show at length, like some of you are doing today. Also,
we are live on the YouTube, so if you hate the witty banter that everyone loves so much, if you're one of those weirdos that doesn't like the banter at the beginning, you can either click through, there'll be the links on there to click through the articles, or you can go to the chops.
There you go. I'll go to Brandon. Brandon, do you have a comment on either the Compass thing or the market?
Yeah, I had a comment about the Compass discussion you guys were talking about. What do you guys think about EXPI? I mean, they're profitable and their operations and all that. They're doing really well, right? What do you think?
What brokerage are you with, buddy?
Well, EXP and Keller Williams, which we don't know about Keller Williams, but supposedly they're probably gonna go public. Now they're in shape for it because they have the holding company. But we don't really know. I mean, the discussion is literally about Compass, so I'm not going to bring in every other real estate company in the market, except it did talk about Realogy. Let me see what other it mentioned. It mentioned, is it Realogy or Realogy? Whatever. And then Compass reported accumulated deficit of 1.1 billion. I'm looking for others that they mentioned. No, it was just Redfin and Realogy. So no mention in this article of old EXP or EXPI or KW. Is it KWI? KWX? KWX?
KWX.
Yeah. Remax was not mentioned either. Pixel Properties, not a word.
No, but we did make a big purchase in Florida.
Right.
I don't know.
Speaking of states.
Because it's like the same thing. Like I'm with Remax, but it's like when you're a Dodgers or an Angels or a Razorbacks fans, you say, we played great today. No, you sat on the couch while you watched them.
That's true.